And we are live here in Week 6 of Indiana High School football on Hometown Television. Craig Atkins alongside Perry Williams. Beautiful night for the 68th annual homecoming football game here at Noblesville. It's Hamilton Heights coming in at 3-1 versus the upswing 2-3 Noblesville Millers. And pretty big parade this afternoon, as well as just everything that homecoming brings about, Perry.
Absolutely. And in fact, talking to athletic director Mike Hash, he said that we had 90 units in the parade. That's the largest units we've had it in the Noblesville parade. It was a great parade, and of course Brian Clausen's family who tragically lost his life on the racetrack as a Noblesville graduate, so his family were the grand marshals tonight, so that was a great honor for them and a tribute to Brian, who has done so much for racing and for this community.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Community Health Network, also by Smith's Jewelers, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Ivy Tech Community College, Mark Hairbrandt, Hamilton County Commissioner, Indiana Restoration and Cleaning Services, Logan Street Signs and Banners, and Noblesville Trophies. And
there's one more tonight, too. Erica's Place in Cicero and in Westfield. And, in fact, Craig, I will be at Erica's tomorrow morning for breakfast at 8 o'clock. So Erica's a great place to eat, both in Cicero and Westfield downtown. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those
good old home cooking, man.
Oh, it's good food up at Erica's and over at Erica's, if you will, in Westfield. We've gone there after church a couple times. And I guess I can say this, 8 days ago, Kelly became my fiance.
Well, congratulations!
So,
all right. That's great news.
Yeah, we're making that official. So
wow! And we broke it right here on Hamilton County TV.
She doesn't know it. She's got my nephew. They're driving here. From Jimmy John's.
Well, they could have brought Jimmy John's. Could have brought it here.
Right.
Just in seconds.
Could have been freaky fast.
Yeah.
We're seeing with Heights players coming in, just a very seasoned group that Mitch Street has, and just looking at this, Josh Feltz starting at quarterback. This is his second full season behind center for the Huskies, and you've also got familiar names of Clayton Cowan, Jesse Brown, Riley White, Kamen Lutz, Sterling Weatherford, just to name a few.
The one thing about it, Craig, is Feltz has passed for 915 yards, and he's got 4 receivers right around the 200 mark. Weatherford's got 206 yards. Brown's got 211. Riley White's got 194, and Lutz has got 184.
When you got Cross, that's pushing 100.
Yeah, Feltz has got various people to go to, and let's not forget, Cowan last year ran for 1,300 yards, and he's at 356 this year. But the one thing about it, it's like I interviewed Mitch Street this week, and he told me that in the game they got a little behind last week against Northwestern, and so he had to put it in the air a lot more. So
and the Tigers are a good team. Northwestern 5-0 on the season heading into this week, and I believe they are ranked in the 3A poll. Speaking of rankings, Hoosier Crossroads Conference teams in the rankings. How about Brownsburg at 5-0 with Clemson commit? We won't say signee because he was.
He can't sign yet. Yeah,
he couldn't sign yet, and also he had already previously verbal committed to Tennessee. So Brownsburg comes in at number 6 in the AP poll, 5 in the coaches. Hamilton Southeastern number 8 in both polls this week, and the Carmel Greyhounds number 12 in the AP poll, and they honestly up there 11th in the coaches polls. And say I don't know the last time that Carmel was knocked out of either poll.
That's right.
But
the one thing about it too is Southeastern will be our opponent next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge one with them coming in, and they play Zionsville at home tonight, which that should be a dandy of a battle. And you and I were both in attendance last week at Zionsville and saw a very confident Noblesville team even after that halfback pass got them in the first couple minutes of the ball game.
We didn't start out well. I mean,
Noblesville they were in trouble from the get-go, and they didn't let that go. They defense got with it. They scored 21 unanswered points, and Zionsville got a touchdown back, and then Noblesville got another touchdown to make it a 2-touchdown lead at halftime. And they just created opportunities for themselves on both sides of the ball, and Zionsville looked nothing like the 55-point average team of the first 2 weeks of the season.
Absolutely. And we played a very good game there, and kind of came out of our shell a little bit. It's been Ryan Barnes' show for a few games now, and this game a lot of people contributed to the victory at Zionsville.
Westfield comes in at number 3 in both AP and coaches polls in Class 5A.
They had a tough one last week in Southeastern.
Sure
in
did.
fact, they led with less than 2 minutes to go in the game, and they went to the 2-minute drill, and Mullet did a great job at Southeastern, and they scored and won the game.
Zionsville coming in at number 14 this week in the 5A poll in both the AP and the coaches. And Guerin Catholic, Coach Dilly's got the Golden Eagles rolling as they're number 6 in the AP, 5 in the coaches in 3A. Hamilton Heights is number 12 in the AP poll, and they're number 14 in the coaches poll. So Coach Street, even after having week 2 off, when they took the time to go up and help Kokomo clean up Kokomo and do their thing at Lucas Oil Stadium as guests of the Colts, they got back to work, even though and they probably got right back to work after last week's 35-20 drubbing to Northwestern.
But, the one thing about it is, Craig, and you've known for the period of time you've lived here, I've known for my entire life, Hamilton Heights kids come to play.
Yep.
And this will be no different tonight. They'll come to play, and they'll be ready and waiting on the Millers, and nothing would thrill them more than to upset the Noblesville Millers, which on the other side, the Millers, if they win tonight, can be 3-3. It's been a while since we've been 500, so that's a great accomplishment for this team, winning at both Fishers and Zionsville, both big wins. And the Westfield and the Carmel game, we were in the game. I mean, the score may be a tad bit lopsided the way it looks, but we were in both football games there.
Other games tonight, including Hamilton County football teams. Bud Wright, 4 wins shy of 400 career wins at 400 wins, 3 shy of 400 career wins. As Tri-Central is going to be at Sheridan tonight facing the Blackhawks. As we said, Westfield, they've got a big one tonight as they'll head over to the west side as they'll meet the Brownsburg Bulldogs. A big one for Coach Gilbert to face John, one of the masterminds of 5A when he was in 5A at Warren Central, and John Hart. Zionsville heading to Hamilton Southeastern. Fishers is at Avon. Greenwood, 4-1, is going to be facing Guerin Catholic, not too far from us here. And the only team in the HCC playing out of conference tonight, right here at Hare Chevrolet Field, Noblesville is hosting Hamilton Heights, and this is always just that much of a festive atmosphere, and both teams getting ready to make their way on. Actually, Hamilton Heights already on the sideline. They're ready to go. Noblesville getting ready to run out as the band makes a tunnel for them.
Craig, if you look around the crowd here tonight, the end zone on the south end is pretty full. There's people standing along the fence down there. This bleachers is packed full, and here come the Millers.
In this series, folks, a lot less games played than one would think. Noblesville owns the all-time series 7-0 over Hamilton Heights High School. They were also 6-2 against Jackson Central before the consolidation came about. And Noblesville was 6-2 during the 1945 through 53, and just 7 meetings between 1968 and 2015. So this is the 8th matchup.
1968 was my senior year.
I was still 10 years from being born.
That's scary, right? A senior here, and we played a gentleman that most people know on the other side. Because he was the superintendent and also principal here at Noblesville, and Tony Cook. So he was a quarterback for the Huskies then.
Lots of history between these two, obviously, as we're getting set for the coin toss. Each team with 4 captains marching out there. Looks like Cowan, Weatherford, White, and number 12, that is Riley White, and Jesse Brown, number 11.
Yeah.
Along with Chandler Hurst, McGuire Plummer. Ooh, tight one over on the west side. So far, Westfield up 7-6 on Brownsburg, as we're one of the only 7:30 kickoffs tonight here, Hamilton Heights at Noblesville.
It's got my mojo off tonight, Chris. I'm a 7 o'clock guy.
I think it threw mine off, even though when I played up in the Northern Lakes Conference, we played at 7:30.
Really?
Yep. It was, but it was easy for me to adjust to once I came down here and everything was at 7 o'clock, aside from any homecoming games.
The Huskies got a good crowd over there, you know. Like we said, they're a 3A school. They got 700 students at Hamilton Heights.
Ooh.
Wow.
13-6, end of one. Westfield making a statement, trying to keep up there at the top of the conference with Brownsburg.
I could tell you that when I talked to Coach Gilbert on Monday, he was a little disappointed that they didn't get the victory against Hamilton Southeastern. He felt like that was a game that they could have won.
Yeah, unlike basketball in sectional time, he won't be able to go back and play Hamilton Southeastern again this year because different
they're in
classes.
5A.
They're still in 5A, but Westfield, obviously, we know, close in enrollment. And we're getting set to kick off. Noblesville will kick off south to north, right to left on your screen tonight, folks. And Heights will go in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Left to right, and the kick in the air from Jack Knight. And at the 4-yard line, that is Sterling Weatherford. Bobs and weaves and heads up across the 25, almost to the 30. He gets to the 28, where Hamilton Heights will start 1st and 10. And they will
Blades
go like
on
this.
The tackle for the Millers here.
Brett
Weatherford's
Blades.
very, very dangerous.
Yep, he is 6'4", 195 pounds. Josh Phelps will be the quarterback, 6'2", 210 pounds. Running backs, Jesse Brown and Clayton Cowan. Riley White and Cayman Lutz, 12 and 87 respectively, are the receivers. Sterling Weatherford, number 4, is your tight end. First play. Dot in the eye is Cowan. In motion, fakes it. Up. Nope, Cowan's got it up across the 30-yard line and kind of faked out some Noblesville defenders.
Schultz on the tackle.
Avon with an early lead on Fishers.
7-3.
Also out there on the west side, 7-3. 6 yards on the carry by Cowan.
I think you'll probably see the Huskies try to establish early a running game here.
Handoff again to Cowan. Up the middle he goes across the 35, near a first down.
Looks like a host of Millers in there on the tackle.
Looks like he'll give him 3, and it'll be a 3rd and a short 1. Can't beat the weather tonight.
Beautiful night for football.
Yeah, they gave him 4 yards there, so it's going to be first down and 10 at the 38-yard line for Hamilton Heights. As once again, Cowan's going to dot the I. Weatherford and Jesse Brown.
Both of them
check
can
that
fly.
Riley White in the
White
slot.
and Weatherford both can fly.
Twins to both sides. Yeah, 6'4". Sterling can run. Play action and off the side. Ben Gruber picks it off. 40,
Gruber.
35, 30.
They're not going to catch Gruber.
15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Ben Gruber with a pick six, and that can motivate any team. Look at this crowd go.
Phelps kind of just hung it out there, Craig, and Ben spotted it real quick. And let's check this out on the replay here.
Now watch this as he comes back and pump fakes for the play action. That gave Ben Gruber the full signal.
Read this perfectly.
And when he came back and kind of sidearmed it,
yeah, beautiful.
Because Weatherford wasn't
he wasn't
quite
close
in position.
Gruber didn't even have Gruber had a better shot than Weatherford did catching the football.
And PAT's up and good by 34, Jack Knight, and a minute 40 into this puppy, and it's 7-0 Noblesville. And that's the complete opposite of what Coach Mitch Street had in mind to start this game. I mean, like you said, they wanted to get going with the run and try and set up the pass. Well, I think
they did the part on setting up the run. They just Phelps just kind of hung it out there. One of the things that Mitch talked to me about early in the week that Phelps has to do better percentage of completing his passes. So that's one key to this game. Is he is getting numbers, but he's also throwing a lot of passes.
So Josh Phelps, his first pass of the night, ended up being like almost a sidearm.
Yeah.
Tried to sidearm that to Sterling Weatherford, and Ben Gruber came up the lane and picked that off and ran it back. Didn't get the full yards, and that ball is live. Sterling lets it bounce to the 13 and up to the 19 he goes. Yeah, we've got a late hit maybe.
Tackle number 40 for the Millers.
Bradley Westfall
on the tackle of Weatherford. Think we got a late hit here, you think, Craig?
Is either that or maybe a personal foul. So no, it's going to be on Hamilton Heights. Thought that may go the other way since that happened when.
Legal block in the back is the official sign. So that's going to put them back there, Craig.
That'll mark it, I believe, a spot foul. So that'll mark it at the 10-yard line. So they started their first drive at their own 27-yard line. Ended up in a pick six by Ben Gruber. That's Ben Gruber's third interception to tie McGuire Plummer for the team lead. 10:15 left first quarter. Delay on the handoff. That's Riley White. Almost like a wildcat formation there. That was a delay, 1 yard by Riley White. Be trips, three receivers here to the near side, and Cowan dotting the I behind Feltz. Nope, that is White with the direct snap.
Nothing there, though. Host of Millers, man.
So let's see if we can figure out what the deal maybe is, because taking those snaps is Riley White, number 12. And I don't see Josh Feltz on the field. White with the carry again. That was a no-gainer.
White still running at quarterback.
He does have a quarterback number. Oh, ball's on the turf, and White runs, finds room 10, 15, up across, and he dives up near the 18. They'll spot him at the 19 for an 8-yard pick. Right tackle up to the 19 for an 8-yard pickup, but that's going to bring on the punt team for Hamilton Heights. Number 19, McGuire.
On the tackle
Plummer.
was Gonzalez.
Tyler Gonzalez. Plummer back to receive. He's at his own 45. And punting is number 21, Cameron Knott. That ball is going to go out of bounds. And Noblesville will get their first offensive series.
The one thing for sure on this Miller football team, we have a lot of talented kids, and it's a senior-laden team. You may see some of these guys on both sides of the ball. Like usually Gonzalez is a running back. There he is coming in, playing a little defense. So you'll see from time to time some of these guys going both ways. And Ben Groover's one of those guys.
Josh Garcia on the line, both sides.
But they get ample rest, too.
I mean, first and 10 at their own 46 for Noblesville. Barnes, short pass to Blake Taylor, and he is up across the 50 to the – they'll spot him at the 49.
Taylor was one of those kids last week in that Zionsville game that caught some key passes in that game.
Yeah. Blake Taylor slowly but surely coming out of his shell for Coach Simmons and company. 5 yards on the pickup. Under center, a little pro form, if you will. Ginther and Drew Shy both shift. Now it's Foster. We got Chandler Hurst
got it,
40, 35, down to about the 31-yard line. That's an 18, 19-yard pickup. They're going to spot him at the 30. First down, Chandler Hurst, and that's something he needs to do.
The one thing about it is, and right there was a perfect example in that play with Chandler Hurst, we don't give enough credit to our fullback, Andrew Scheib. I mean, he does a good job. He hit that ball, hit that hole early there and gave Chandler a shot to kick outside. So great job by Scheib blocking for the Millers.
Barnes hands it off. This time Tyler Gonzalez, you speak his name. He finds his way back to the offensive side. Looks like he gained 3 or 4 on the pickup. Unofficially 3 yards on the pickup. Down to the 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the far. Blake Taylor to the near. In motion, Hurst. He gets the handoff and he'll try and find room. Breaks it outside. Now cuts in.
Nice cuts back.
Down to about the 23-yard line. They'll spot him at the 24.
It's hard to say there whether it was a holding or late hit or what. I'm not real sure.
You've got
looks like we're backing up, though, so I think we realize it's us.
Yeah, there must have been a hold. That's why Hurst got the little bit of room that he did.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a hold on Noblesville. Going to drop that back from the 27. Back to the 37. So the first Miller penalty of the night, 10 yards, backs it to the 37. So it'll be 2nd and 17 at the 37-yard line. 6:29 left first quarter.
Let's run through these defensive linemen. Boyd, and Bannon, and Burke are up front for the Huskies. Good size. Hurts 200, Boyd's 275, Bannon 270, and Burke 235. So they got some pretty good size up front on that defensive line.
Foster getting in motion. Fakes the handoff. Barnes will keep it himself. 35 down to about the 32.
Nice run by Barnes.
Gets about 6. Down
Hunter
to the
Wiles on
31.
the tackle for the Huskies.
3rd down and 11 at the Hamilton Heights 31-yard line. Handoff. Nope. Faked the handoff, and Barnes kept it himself. Down to about the 28-yard line, a 3-yard pickup. And I think this may be
Cowan and Stevens on the tackle for the Huskies.
You know, it's very common in like a 3A school, as we see McGuire Plummer checking in to see time on this side of the ball. McGuire Plummer saw plenty of catches last week at Zionsville as well.
Yeah, he was sure to tell Coach after the game that he had interceptions, catch passes, and ran the ball. So
Plummer in motion.
Halfback pass. He's trying. No, he's going to run it.
He's going to run it, and not enough. He gets down to about the 22-yard line, 7 yards, but turnover on downs. Good play call, but they almost expected something to come back to the side, and a lot of the weight of the defense floated left, and that's what caused trouble there, and nowhere to go for Plummer when he eventually had to run.
But it was a good play call this time in the game where you are on the field too. You know what I mean? I mean, it was down there. Maybe you could have kicked a field goal, but it was still a pretty long field goal.
Yeah, it would have been a long field goal for sophomore Jack Knipe. Hamilton Heights, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Felt's back in there, hands it off, and that is Cowan. Clayton Cowan gets up to the 37-yard pickup by the senior.
Tuaday would tackle. Tuaday's been doing a great job for the Millers this season, Craig. And he's only a sophomore. Pretty good baseball player too, Craig.
Yeah, I believe
he may be helping the Millers.
He may be helping Justin Keever's varsity out as a sophomore this year. Motion. Weatherford, handoff to Cowan.
Wasn't nothing there, man.
Yep. Check that. That's number 2. Jake Beal.
The Millers using a lot of different guys on defense tonight. Of course, it's been pretty warm today, so it's probably still pretty muggy down there in the field. Don't feel too bad for us up here right behind the air conditioner, right?
Yeah, so. right by the air conditioner. And I think
we feel pretty good, right?
Some people give me a little bit of a look when my window's open, but I like the sound.
You like to hear.
3rd and 3 at their own 30, and Phelps is rushed, and he's taken down for a sack. Trying to be up number 61 for Noblesville. That is Roman Zanuck. Roman Zanuck sacks him all the way back to the 22-yard line for an 8-yard loss by Phelps, and that's going to bring on the punt team. McGuire Plummer back deep.
Roman's got a younger brother. It's a sophomore that sees a lot of action for the Millers too. So,
this
Eddie
going to be off the side of his foot. Oh,
get away, guys!
Oh, a couple guys had to kind of get away, and Noblesville going to have the ball 1st and 10. Once again at the 46.
Well, right now with 2:24, it's a 7-0 ball game. I mean, the Millers got that big interception, and Ben Groover ran it back. Is the only score in the ball game here tonight.
So Noblesville back on offense. Actually, they'll have the ball at the Hamilton Heights 49. Had that marked.
He was 3 yards off there.
I was. Everybody gets set. Thurman in motion now. Barnes in the pistol. Hands it off to Hurst. Hurst finding room and gets across the 45 and down to about the 43. 6-yard pickup by Chandler Hurst. He's starting off well tonight. 2 carries for 25 yards.
Jesse Brown on the tackle for the Huskies there.
Second down and 4 yards. Under 2 minutes left first quarter. Glad you've joined us tonight. A beautiful night for high school football. Can't believe we're already at week 6.
It's gone fast, Craig.
Always does. Hurst in the pistol with Barnes. Gets the handoff to Hurst once again. Under the 40. Down to Forward Progress. Got him to the 39. They may spot him at the 38.
Yeah, it'll be close.
Might be generous. I thought he got to the 39. But they are going to mark him down to 38.
First down, Craig.
Second rushing first down for Noblesville. 86 left first quarter. Barnes hands it off. Hurst finds room again. Up across the third. Check that. That's Tyler Gonzalez. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. And he's so excited. I hope he almost let go of the ball like one of those college receivers has. 38 yards later, Tyler Gonzalez.
What did Urban tell his players at Ohio State? That when you do it, hand it to the referee and go hug a big boy? You know what he said? Go hug a big player?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. So it's 13-0. Noblesville leads Hamilton Heights. Minute 5 left first quarter. Kick is up and good by Jack Knight, and Noblesville with a 14-0 lead.
Jack Knight's going to be a good one. It's great to start having a kicking game, and he's a young sophomore. We'll get to see his sister play here pretty soon on the Miller Hardwood as the girls start practicing October 17th.
Yep, Maddie Knight. And, hey, congratulations. Can't say it enough when a student is, their older sister, Sarah.
Yeah.
Freshman at Butler with her boyfriend, Connor Chrisman. She was a Lilly Endowment Scholarship, and that just seems like such a high, distinguished academic honor. So it's great to see that her siblings are doing well.
Well, we'll have 2 Cressmans playing at Butler this year.
Yep.
Along with Mr. Pepio down there from Westfield.
Yep, Ryan Pepio will be he'll be a
freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman also, yep. And the kick by Chase Evans, it's high. And Jesse Brown returning up to the position of the night so far.
Let's see who they go for with quarterback here. Coming back out. Yeah, Feltz is coming back out here as quarterback.
Yeah, I'd say you can't really abandon
what brought you here.
What's brought you here and made you good. I mean, you said it best when the stats from Max Preps. Feltz with 900 yards passing so far in 5 games.
Yeah.
As dotting the I back there.
Well, actually 4 for them, isn't it?
Actually 4. Check that. Yep. They're 1 game short. They and Kokomo are 1 game shy of everybody else. Handoff again to Beal. Up near the 50. Jake Beal, 6'1", 210-pound tailback, senior. He gets 4 yards on the pickup. That's a good-sized running back.
Yeah, Jenkins on the tackle for the Millers. He's a sophomore.
Second down and 6 at their own 49-yard line for the Huskies. We got Weatherford to the near. Trips to the far, looks like Lutz up the middle. Beal goes again and marked down at the 49. So a pair of yards there for Jake Beal, bringing up 3rd down and 4. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. And
Beal for the season going in here, Craig, 30 carries for 103 yards, 3.4.
You bet. I'd like to thank our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible for you. They are Community Health Network, Smith's Jewelers, Churchill and Antrim, Ivy Tech Community College, Mark Hairbrandt, Hamilton County Commissioner, Indiana Restoration and Cleaning Services, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies,
Erica's Place in Cicero and Westfield. Erica's Place feeds the Cicero football team for breakfast every Friday morning before their game.
I wouldn't be able to go to school.
You'd have to take a nap, wouldn't you?
Have to have a nap after having some Erica's. 14-0 is our score. Craig Atkins with Perry Williams. Glad you joined us.
Jim, we got any scores? Jim's usually got about 5 games going on back here in the back. It's great to have him up here in the booth with us, Craig. We'll just be one big happy family up here. Westfield 14, Brownsburg 6.
Counter action. Oh, we thought that Cowan had it, and it's Feltz keeping it. He gets down to about the 37-yard line, so a nice 12-yard pickup. And Hamilton Heights with a first down. Yeah, it was a great play. Fake the handoff to 11, Jesse Brown. Act like you're countering to Clayton Cowan and keep it yourself and run left.
That's a big play there.
Almost like a student body.
I'm sorry, what now? Avon 28, Fishers 3. So the offensive woes that Mike Kelly talked about in Monday's show about Fishers is still a huge problem.
There's an interception. Feltz tried to throw again, and that is
kind of forcing that ball in there.
Let's see on the screen who that is coming up.
McGuire Plummer.
McGuire Plummer with his 4th interception of the year.
There was 2 players right there, McGuire Plummer and Sterling Weatherford, are 2 very competitive young men, and they were definitely fighting for the ball.
So Noblesville have the ball at their own 11-yard line.
Jim, can we see that interception again? Or I'm sorry.
So 1st and 10, Noblesville, just 15 seconds into the second quarter. In motion comes Drew Scheib, gets set, and Barnes will keep it himself, coming off near side, and he gets across the 15 to the 20, 23, 24. To the 27, they'll mark him.
Tackle for the Huskies by Jason Beck. And Clayton Cowan was on the tackle too. So Jason Beck and Clayton Cowan.
17 yards on the pickup up to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Noblesville. Handoff. That is Chandler Hurst. Finds some room up across the 35, and he's taken down at about the 39, where that's going to be an 11-yard pickup and another Noblesville rushing first down. 11 yards there for Mr. Hurst.
Westfield score, Westfield 14, Brownsburg 12. 27 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Sounds like unless they already tried the point after or the conversion, that might be ensuing. So 2 straight first downs for Noblesville. They're in business at their own 39.
Miller's up 14-0 here.
We got a timeout called by Noblesville. Probably having an extra long halftime tonight.
One thing Craig, for sure, we can't say enough about our sponsors. We couldn't do the things we do today if it wasn't for all of our great sponsors here. Community Health Network, Smith's Jewelers, Church Hiddle and Anthem, Ivy Tech Community College, Mark Hairbrandt, Hamilton County Commissioner, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Indiana Restoration and Cleaning Service, and tonight's also sponsoring is Erica's Place in Cicero and Westfield. You want to have some good old home-cooked meal for breakfast, dinner, and supper, check out Erica's Place, both in downtown Cicero or Westfield.
Yeah, right there on West Jackson and Cicero, and right there at 32 and I believe that's Union in Westfield.
Yes.
Yes, 32 in Union. Chandler Hurst gets the handoff out of the timeout. It's like a 3-yard
Weatherford
pickup.
on the tackle there for the Huskies.
You got to love the attack so far out of Chandler Hurst. 5 carries for 43 yards. Barnes passes. Thurman gets his first crack at a catch tonight, and he's up to the 48 for 6 yards.
Eric Alton on the tackle for the Huskies. So we're all tied up here at on the west side against Westfield and Brownsburg. It should be about the half.
Real close to halftime. Barnes keeps it himself, tries to find room up to no 50, 40, 35, finds room down to about the 23-yard line. Sure is a first down. He needed one.
Yeah, here's the replay here.
He needed one, and he got 30.
So that was pretty good. Another key block there by Chandler Hurst that opened up that hole.
Barnes back looking. And
wide open.
Finds. Ball is incomplete as Cayman Lutz came in and broke that pass up. I think that was intended for Jackson Thurman. So
Jackson Thurman doesn't miss many of those that he gets in his hands on. But a good job over there by Lutz.
Yeah, Lutz is a 6'2", 180-pound senior. Plays both sides of the ball, tight end and plays some safety. Shive in motion, gets set. Hurst in the pistol with Barnes. Barnes breaks it outside, tries to find room, and does, but he's taken out right at about the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Riley White, but Sterling Weatherford shot through that gap there and kind of upset that play a little bit there for Barnes to get any type of yardage upfield.
9:05 left until halftime. 3rd down and 10. Noblesville has it at the Huskies 23. And off to Hurst. Finds room, cuts up, gets back to the middle, and he's down inside the
there's a penalty. It could be holding.
20 down to about the 13. Yeah, there may be a holding here. We'll see what the call is. Good run there by Chandler Hurst down to the 13. Would be another 10-yard pickup.
I think it's going to be for naught, though.
Yep, it may come back. That could be a
costly
dagger to this drive because another 10-yard holding penalty. That'd be 2 tonight so far. Illegal block. So 10 yards, that'll go back to the 27.
Looks like 3rd and 13 or 14.
Yep.
Miller's trying to get players in and out of here real quick.
Looks like Alex Foster in, Blake Taylor out. Twins the far side, looks like Foster and Thurman. Barnes under center, here comes Foster in motion. Fakes the handoff, hands off to Hurst. He gets just to the 25, so a pair of yards there for Hurst. So 4th down and 14. Jack Knight coming on. This will be a 44-yard attempt. Let's see if those.
Here we go.
And the ball is going to be
short.
Just short of the crossbar. Would have been a 42-yard attempt.
Well, 14-0 here in the second quarter, 7:48 left to go. And the Huskies take over on downs.
So they'll take over at their own 25. Check that, they'll take over at their own 20. Forgot that was the rule in high school. No matter where they kick from, you don't take over from where they snap the ball. You take over at the 20. It's like a touchback. Feltz hands it off. Looks like Clayton Cowan. He'll get up to about the 23-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
Eddie Jenick on the tackle for the Millers.
3-yard pickup on the play, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Huskies.
2nd down and 7. 7:20 left until halftime. Noblesville with a 14-0 lead. And from a beautiful day, it's a beautiful night here for high school football. Feltz hands it off again. Cowan tries to like led by.
Looks like Bullard on the lead. Blade and Bullard both on the tackle there.
Gain of 4 there by Clayton Cowan. 3rd and 3 at their own 28. Feltz. Cowan dotting the I back there. Hands it off to Cowan again. He breaks it outside right side and going to be a first down up to about the 33. Check that 34-yard line.
Looks like Camp in for the tackle for the Millers. And Ben Groover for the Millers.
Yeah, something I think Noblesville needs to I guess, work on is their top tacklers, Ben Groover and Harris Camp.
Want to thank our people who are watching the show on Facebook and also YouTube and on all the regular channels here at Hamilton County TV. Kind of threw that away.
Scott Berghoff was hot on his heels as Feltz had to get rid of that one.
He heard footsteps.
Yeah. Scott Berghoff, a 5'10", 230-pound linebacker. We had a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is there.
As you can see on the camera, Coach Mitch Street over there standing, waiting to see what the referee's decision.
We'll see what the call is here. 5:44 left until halftime.
Coach Street's not real happy. Referee still talking over there. So I'm not sure what it is, Craig.
Yeah, the official's conferring a little longer than normal. Let's see what the referee says here. Personal foul on the defense. Yep.
I know in the first indication that Coach Mitch Street over there on the sideline was getting a little upset, so
he knew there had to be something called there, and that's going to be 15 yards up to the 48. So the first down by penalty. And the third penalty on Noblesville.
Craig, it looks like the Huskies got about 3/4 of the stands full, and there's people standing along the fence on the other side. There's people around the fence all the way around this football stadium.
And you've got the
this could be a record crowd here for the Millers here, one of the bigger crowds we've had in a long time.
Yeah, all 5 of the sets of bleachers in the south end zone are full.
And there's people standing around the fence all the way around the football field.
First and 10 at their own 48 for Hamilton Heights. 5:44 left until halftime. 3 wide here to the near side. Weatherford, Riley White, and Jesse Brown. Cowan in the backfield. Screen out left side. That's number 12. Riley White finds room. Down to about the 41-yard line.
Tackle by Harris Camp. So the Huskies are moving the ball on this drive here, Craig.
First completion there by Josh Feltz for 11 yards.
A little bit of a wobbly pass there. I don't know. You think he got hit that series that he set out, or what do you think? He might.
There may have been something that happened. Maybe got his bell rung a little bit. But it looks like he's okay out there. We'll see how he does the rest of the 5:18 in the second quarter. Feltz hands it off to Cowan. Cowan up the middle. He goes across the check that. That's Jack Beal. Jake Beal from the 41 down to the 39. Another 2-yard pickup. He's got 4 carries for 10 yards. Second down and 8.
Tackle on the play by Grant Bullard for the Millers. Second down and 8. Back to pass.
Passes again, completed. And that is number 87, Cayman Lutz. From the 39 down to the 34.
Blades on the tackle there. 3rd and 3, Craig.
6 yards on the pickup by Lutz, Cayman Lutz. Big 3rd and 2 at the Noblesville 33. And at this point in the previous drive in Noblesville territory, Josh Feltz threw an interception right in the hands of McGuire Plummer. Beal. Manhandle there. I believe that's Scott Berghoff, number 40. Check that. Nope, that's 56, Dalton Davis.
Dalton Davis on the tackle.
After he is now back after
setting out a game.
Had to sit out a game, so he's more than glad to get back in there.
Hardcore football player.
Jake Beal lost a yard there, so it's going to be 4th down and 3 at Noblesville's 34. 4-down territory for the Huskies, as we're going to see Brown. Check that. Riley White, Weatherford, and Cayman Lutz. Like Jesse Brown at the near side, or far side rather, and almost picked off again by Plummer. Riley White wasn't fully paying attention there. That thing just about got, or Jesse Brown rather, almost got picked up by Plummer right before his very eyes. So turnover on downs. They've each had one now. This one at Noblesville's 34, where the Millers will take over with 3:12 left here in the first half of play. Yeah, you can't say enough. A very cool thing. Grand Marshals of the homecoming parade this year. The family of Brian Clausen kind of just sends chills through you just talking about it, because, I mean, Brian Clausen, the impact that he had on this community, and former Noblesville grad, the 27-year-old tragically lost his life doing what he loved, Perry.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, in one family that's obviously will always be extremely close with them is the Hodgen family.
Absolutely.
Beth, Ben, and Ben. And they were also with the Clausens this afternoon in the homecoming parade, helping them walk and lead the march as grand marshals. So big shout out to them, and
make your way down to the south end of the field by the goal line to meet with Mr. Tony.
We'll have the crowning of the 2016 football homecoming king and queen at halftime.
A lot of activity here at halftime, always on homecoming.
So back out of the timeout. Each has taken one so far. Noblesville, Barnes, back to pass, and I almost said Austin. Nolan Gither catches the ball. He gets up near the 50. He's going to be taken down at the 49 for a nice 15-yard pickup.
Tackle by number 11, Jesse Brown for the Huskies.
Jesse Brown on the tackle for the Huskies. You know, the one thing about it, we have a lot of brothers that play for Noblesville, you know?
Yeah. Yep, Austin playing his ball. He's a sophomore at Marion now.
Which is having a great season.
Oh, we had a jump there.
Number 53.
53, that is Brady Hill. 5'11" sophomore jumped, and very noticeable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
That'll be a 5-yard mark off.
He's looking for the adults that he came to the football game.
Oh, that's not good.
It is the Ferris family, and they are in the north end zone.
Well, half the battle for that one. My oldest nephew came up in the press box, and he's sitting here with us, Landon.
So you're not going to lose him, right?
Won't lose him. Maybe a little.
Might lose Kelly.
Worried about his brother Liam. He's 6. He's with Kelly, so I'm sure they're sitting somewhere.
Down the line of scrimmage by number 48. That's Tyler Wiltermuth for the Huskies.
Tyler Waltermuth knocked that pass down thrown by Ryan Barnes. We got another helicopter coming here. What is that, Craig?
I believe Channel Wish TV and Channel 8 and Anthony Calhoun started out here because they had a tent out here.
Yeah.
Speaking of, there they come.
AC.
And second down and 5 at the Heights 46. Barnes hands it off. Tyler Gonzalez breaks another tackle up across 40, 35, down to about the 30-yard line.
Some great running by Mr. Gonzalez.
You got that right. 17
Here's
yards.
Here's the replay on it. Another great block by Andrew Scheib on that, opening that hole up. The Gonzo shot throw. Some people just don't realize how big a key is that fullback is setting up that key block to open that hole.
Seeing now that Drew Scheib is being used as kind of like a wing slot.
Right.
That's given A, Hurst a break, and B, Tyler Gonzalez gets another handoff
block
here. He finds room down to the 25 where he'll get forward progress for 4 yards. So get this, 4 carries, 62 yards,
Tyler
and a touchdown for Gonzalez.
Again on the tackle for the Huskies.
Second down and 6 at the 25 of Hamilton Heights for Noblesville. 125 and ticking until half as Ginther and Scheib shift from left to right. Barnes looks a hair confused. Receiver in motion. Thurman. Nope, Barnes will keep it himself and loses footing after he got tripped up a little bit. Going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Burke, great tackle there, shoestring tackle there. Craig, it just amazes me, this crowd here tonight. It's deep in that south end down there.
Yeah, it's a big crowd. overall tonight.
Yeah.
Barnes back to pass, looking up the sideline. He goes,
Ooh,
and touchdown!
What a catch!
Oh my! Ben Groover, what a catch!
Catch by Groover.
Here comes the replay. Now watch Ben Groover. He's going to be covered by number 11, Riley White. Check that, Jesse Brown. And
he just manhandles that ball. Beautiful
catch
catch
as he spins
over
into
his
the end
shoulder.
zone. Huge
a great
touchdown
catch
there.
by Ben Groover.
So it'll be a 23-yard touchdown pass. Groover's second touchdown of the night, one defensive, one offensive.
Jack Knight's extra point attempt is up and good.
Jack Knight.
Noblesville 21, Hamilton Heights, nothing.
Jack Knight with the PAT. 38 seconds left here in the first half. Noblesville 21, Hamilton Heights 0. You know, we've kind of seen a resurgence of the Noblesville offense. They didn't go away, obviously, or revamped, if you will. We're seeing a very, he wasn't utilized as much in the first few weeks, but last week and now this week, Tyler Gonzalez, Chandler Hurst, they're taking a little bit of the rushing load off of Ryan Barnes, and I think that's helping Barnes get his comfortability with everything else.
Because Barnes was taking a beating in his first couple 3 games there. Knight kicking the end zone.
Yep,
so 21-0 with 38.2 seconds left to go here in half.
Hamilton Heights will have the ball at their own 20-yard line, and do you take a knee and head to the locker room? And
Mitch may take one shot. You know what I mean? Because he's got some receivers. But we've been covering the ball awful well, so he may keep it on the ground with Cowan here, or Beals.
He may try and do something because Heights kicks off to Noblesville in the second half.
That's true.
So they could
he's going to run it.
Delay and Clayton Cowan.
Nothing.
A
host of Millers there.
They'll give him a yard.
They're going to let it run out here probably and go to the locker room down 21-0. Two-a-day's limping a little bit.
Yep,
he just went down.
Zach Two-a-day just hit the turf. Hamilton Heights going to they're going to stop the clock with 15 left. And there goes trainer Pete Dewar sprinting out there to the sophomore.
Look at that, man. Look at Pete, man. He's flying.
I haven't seen Pete run like that in, ever. So with 15.3 left until halftime, training staff attending to Zach Two-a-day. We'll see if we can tackle some scores at halftime. A tight one over there. Brownsburg and Fishers. Check that, Brownsburg and Westfield tied 14-all at halftime. And they're probably not too far from starting the third quarter. And Avon was taking it to Fishers, unfortunately.
Yeah,
28-3 last we hear.
And Mike Kelly talked about it in the show Monday that offense is struggling for the Fishers Tigers right now. So,
well,
with Coach Wimmer will have them back rolling again here, and they'll correct those mistakes and don't underestimate the Fishers Tigers.
Yeah, the one thing it's tough. The past 2.5 years, he had Zach Eaton at quarterback.
Yeah,
and it's tough bringing in where you have pretty much a platoon thing going on with the Tigers. And so it's –
and as well as I do, because we watched Eaton on a football and basketball field. What a competitor! And you just don't teach that. That comes from within. That comes within the heart. So.
He was the same way on the basketball court.
Yeah. Certainly was.
So Two-a-day gets a hand from the crowd as he comes out the field pretty much under his own power. And
hopefully he'll be back here the second half here. And
that forces Hamilton Heights to run another play, and they're just going to, the clock started running as soon as, they really don't have to run a play because the clock started as soon as everyone was set. Feltz
back to
looks,
throw.
and across the middle he goes, and almost a tip and rip to himself. Grant Bullard just about had a pick, and we're going to go to half. So at halftime, it's Noblesville 21, Hamilton Heights 0.
Well, stay tuned. We got a lot of action here at halftime.
A lot of action with homecoming. Here, the 68th annual homecoming at Noblesville, and Noblesville High School honoring the 25 and 50-year teams here at Noblesville. So we'll come back and talk with you in a little bit here, right here on Hometown Television.
Story about community.
I truly felt that each doctor, technician, and nurse had the same goal: provide exceptional care and make it simple.
Because of my chronic illness, I have an entire team on my side.
With Community's My Chart, I keep track of everything.
When community says exceptional care, simply deliver it. Those aren't just 4 words at the end of a TV spot.
It's for community patients at the end of a TV spot.
Telling you to believe every word.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
2016, he was a 2-time USAC National Sprint Car Champion, 2-time USAC National Midget Champion, and 3-time National Drivers Champion. Ryan loved to race. His passion led him to many different types of racing. He earned 38 career wins in National Midget Racing, 41 career victories in National Sprint Car races, 1 career NASCAR Nationwide Series pole, and 1 career ARCA Stock Car win. He was a beloved driver to his fans. He earned the following accolades: 3-time National Midget Driver of the Year, 2-time Harf Driver of the Year recipient. In his career, he totaled 187 wins. Brian's selection as Grand Marshal is not only based upon his successful career, but his love and service to his community. While an Indy 500 qualifier this past May, he visited Promise Road Elementary to speak to 4th graders about his racing and made connections to their education. He held Community Day events to allow the citizens of Noblesville to celebrate the Indianapolis 500. On May 23rd, 2016, Honorable Mayor John Ditzler of Noblesville declared it Brian Clausen Day. Brian sponsored an annual charity event in Tulsa, Oklahoma to honor his Noblesville friend, Ben Hodgen. Racers for Autism raised over $76,000 in 2016. Brian remained humble and committed to his community despite his many championships and accolades. He lived in Noblesville with his fiancée Lauren and their 2 dogs, Chevy and Stuart. He loved high school athletics and spaghetti every Tuesday at Courtney's Kitchens. Brian's passion for racing, his love of family and friends, his great smile will always be with us. Thank you to the Clausen family for accepting this honor of Grand Marshal for Brian tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our parade Grand Marshal for Homecoming 2016, Ryan Clausen and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our 2016 Homecoming Corps. We certainly want to thank Mrs. Debbie Markham for organizing this event, both for the Grand Marshal and for the Homecoming Corps once again this year. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet these fine young people representing their high school. Representing the freshman class, Princess Grace Pearson, escorted by Prince Simon Greenaway. Representing the sophomore class, Princess Ayana Jackson, escorted by Prince Evan Diamante. Representing the junior class, Princess Mary Blake Brock, escorted by Prince Saleo Gupta. And now introducing this year's senior court, Emma Allen, escorted by A.J. Farber. Ona Andrus, escorted by Grant Yoder. Taylor Crow, escorted by Jackson Thurman. Grace Dean, escorted by Alec Anderson. Maggie Dirksen, escorted by Collier Wright. Elin Dwyer, escorted by Ryan Cook. Gwen Greenaway, escorted by Corey Thornton. Shira Patel, escorted by Elliot DeRose. Ronnie Van Buskirk, escorted by Gurvinder Gill. And Lily Walter, escorted by Gabe Palm. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the results of the voting this week. Your 2016 Homecoming Queen is T.C. Taylor Crow. And your 2016 Homecoming King is Ryan Cook. Once again, congratulations to all of our homecoming representatives of their classes, the senior court, and this year's beautiful queen and her king. Once again, Taylor Crow and Ryan Cook. And have fun tomorrow night. The royalty is recognized once again at the semi-formal dance, the theme of the night at Pixar.
bottle of water and one electrolyte.
I didn't prepare it. I had a whole bunch of stuff in my bag, but I didn't take it. I didn't figure out I got to do this. And at the end, I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I lost my water. I had a Gatorade in my water. I dropped it. I went to drink it and lost it. It was just a bad thing. Well, what happened to me is I come up out of the water and they've got a mat there, and some blood had in front of me kicking the mat up. So when I went to step on it, I took that tangle.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always an extreme pleasure.
So I was
And
hurt.
homecoming is a special time for our alumni. And tonight, we bring back the Hare Chevrolet Field members of our 25 and 50 year anniversary teams, the 1966 and 1991 Noblesville Millers. First, for the 1966 team, with us this evening is head coach of that team, Bill Nevin. Come on out, Bill. Let's hear it, Miller fans. Coach Nevin still lives in Noblesville and attends many home Noblesville athletic events. There was a graduate of Noblesville High School and was an outstanding athlete for the Millers. Bill also served as athletic director at Noblesville for many years. Miller fans, once again, a big round of applause for head coach Bill Nevin. Also joining him tonight are members of his squad. Bob Gann. Bob currently resides in Tipton, Indiana. Michael Stern. Michael lives in Noblesville. Jim Washburn. Jim currently resides also in Noblesville. Vernon Zook. Vernon currently resides in Noblesville. Who wants to leave this place? How you doing, Zookie? And guess what? This next young lady was a cheerleader for that team, Kathy Hal Zook. And I think her and Vernon got together. And Gail Middleton Jones. Hey fans, Gail came here tonight all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Welcome home, Gail. Miller fans, your 1966 Noblesville Miller Anniversary Alumni Team. And now let's take a look at the 25-year team, the 1991 Noblesville Millers. With us this evening was the head coach of that team, Mr. Steve Hurst. Steve coached the Millers from 1984 to 1991. He also served as athletic director at Noblesville High School for many years. Steve was an integral part of the core group of athletic directors who started the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Miller fans, let's have a big round of applause for head coach of that 25-year team, Steve Hurst. Two members of that team came back to join Coach Hurst tonight. First, Brandon Bennett. Brandon currently lives in Noblesville and our Noblesville Parks Director for our city and has done a great job for many years in serving that role. And one of his teammates, Adrian Boland. Adrian runs an insurance business here in Noblesville. A fine young man serving his community here in his adult years. And one of our prettiest cheerleaders ever at Noblesville High School, Liz Ananio Hornsby. Liz came all the way here this evening to join us from Richmond, Kentucky. Miller fans, your 25-year anniversary team, the 1991 Millers. Let's hear it.
AC taking off?
Yeah, looks like it.
And now Noblesville fans making their way to the field for your halftime entertainment. And under the direction of Eric Thornberry and Bethany Robinson, the Marching Millers have prepared their own rendition of the White Stripes Classic, Seven Nation Army.
Did you know the Queen? Yep, it's not. Don't know the King though.
2.5 miles. I don't know, I'd have to add it up. All I know is that I got in the outside lane and I wanted to do a little warm-up game. And then I started, and I told my clocks the whole thing. I told myself until I get through for an hour, I'm not allowed to look at my watch to see how long I've been. So I swam, and every time I turned, I swam slower. And then I looked up and I'm like, oh my God, I got longer to go. So I kept going. And it's funny because the people in the lanes next to me, they can come in, do the workout and leave.
He's in the zone.
Workout and leave, and I'm sitting there going, but I have music. I got water for my watch, so I said, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I lose my mind. But yeah, no, I put music in and listen to my music and just spin. That's so mental and so physical. Your body goes to weird stuff. I know like a guy who used to run marathons and he tells me your body goes to some really funky stuff. You gotta run around 18, 20 mile mark, go to some really weird stuff. Yeah. They got a lot of cool songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our Miller Marching Band. Always extreme. Wrong line, baby. Okay. We need to announce the results of the class float judging. And we'll try to get it in between drum beats. I know you're all excited to hear the results. Toby Etchison, are you awake over there? Fourth place, the junior class. Third place, the sophomore class. Second place, hey, this is good, the freshman class. And guess who the winner was? The senior float.
41.
How about that? Congratulations. We do have a quick announcement. Logan McCardle. Logan McCardle, please report to the ticket booth. Logan McCardle, please report to the ticket booth. Thank you.
They're down 41 to 20.
We're
They're sliding downhill real quick.
Now Jason gets to be with him. Before they even get tech attention, bust through the thing. Hey, man, it hasn't even started yet. So we were trying to figure out the code word for, wait for it. And she was gone. I'm like, it's Hootie Hoo. I'm like, Wendy, so she runs, she just bolts through all these people through the zombies. The good thing was at the end, I was like, the good thing is at the end, I had crap all over me from getting hit by
Hey fans, once again, College Go Week is happening next week at the Noblesville High School campus. It all begins on Monday, September the 26th, all the way through Friday, September 30th. We announce things going on Monday and Tuesday next week. Let's finish out the week. On Wednesday, it'll be Dress for Success. All are encouraged to dress, meant to impress someone. Faculty and staff will nominate students who dress to impress. On Thursday, it'll be College Spirit Day. Wear your favorite college gear. And on Friday, Miller Pride Day will be in place. Wear your black and gold and attend the Miller football game that night against the Hamilton Southeastern Royal. Once again, Thursday during lunch next week, you'll vote for your favorite door decoration and visit the Selfie.
Man, Craig, here we are getting ready to start the second half, but man, what a halftime show. We honored the 25 and 50-year teams. We crowned a queen and a king now. And
Yep, Taylor Crow is the homecoming queen. Congratulations to Miss Taylor Crow. I'll actually get to see her tomorrow as the girls' soccer team plays tomorrow as they'll make up their game with Avon starting junior varsity at 10 tomorrow, followed by the varsity. And then Ryan Cook is this year's homecoming king. So congratulations to seniors Taylor Crow and Ryan Cook as they were crowned at halftime. And also Grand Marshals at the parade. We can't say enough of the impact that Brian Clausen had not only on this community but on Ben Hodgen. Ben Hodgen, just a huge, huge soul, and eats, sleeps, and breathes Noblesville everything. But he also was
quite a race fan and quite a Brian Clausen fan.
Yep, he and Brian was his best friend, and
they had a unique relationship.
Yes,
I will have
did.
to say that.
Oh yeah,
Brian always included him in everything, and what a great tribute tonight to Brian Clausen at halftime.
Yep. Good read by Bob Tremaine on the PA about
as always.
Oh yeah, and such heartfelt words about Brian, his family, his fiance Lauren, and just tremendous halftime with honoring the Clausens, and then the homecoming court. And that's another thing. Kelly and the boys were up here at halftime. She said that's a big homecoming court. Looked like there were probably six representatives from the senior class, along with the other three classes had one. But man,
let's thank our sponsors here: Community Health, Ivy Tech, Smith's Jewelers, Church, Hidland Antrim. Mark Hairbrand, Hamilton County Commissioner, and Erica's Place in Cicero and Westfield. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Noblesville Trophies. Want to thank these sponsors. It's great to have our sponsors, Craig. We couldn't do what we do here if it wasn't for such great sponsors.
Yeah, we can't thank them enough for being with us. We're getting set for the second half of play. And Avon just running away at home versus Fishers. It's 38-3 as they just scored. all knotted up at 21 as Brownsburg and Westfield are duking it out there on the west side. And we also had a halftime score from our friend Brad Silbert as Hamilton Southeastern hosting Zionsville at halftime. It's the Royals 41, the Eagles 20. So it's fitting up to be quite the matchup next week as Southeastern with 41 points in the first half of play so far. And we see Hamilton Heights set to kick things off here in the second half. And this one's a high one. And
the
running
wall's
that ball,
forming.
is that Tyler Gonzalez?
Looks like it.
I believe it was Gonzalez. He caught that ball, I believe, around the 33 maybe.
Yeah.
And it was a short kick, so he was in that middle row. Noblesville.
It looked like that wall was forming there, and then it kind of collapsed pretty quick. But
so they'll have the ball again for the third time. Check that, their second drive starting at their own 46. So great field position for Ryan Barnes in the offense of Noblesville. Craig Atkins alongside Perry Williams. Glad you've joined us for this 68th annual homecoming game at Noblesville High School here at Harris Chevrolet Field.
let's see what the plans are here with the Millers on this second half here.
Oh, had contact, and that was number
50, Jay Portman.
Actually, that may be down at the bottom of the first column, the senior.
Zach Stevens.
Looks like they've got some double numbers.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Zach Stevens.
Unless the freshman is getting some PT. 5-yard mark off, and it'll be 1st and 5 for Noblesville at the 49 of the Huskies.
I'm pretty sure that's Zach Stevens. Ooh.
Almost had a jump again.
Yeah.
Barnes hands it off to Hurst. Up the middle, 45. Down to 40.
He's got some
35. Down to about the 31-yard line. So beautiful run. 18 yards and another first down. Chandler Hurst having quite the ball game. And he'd probably love nothing better than to cap off one of these drives here in the second half with a rushing touchdown. He's got 7 carries for 63 yards now.
Yeah, Lutz on the tackle there. Yeah, he's really opened it up here tonight and had some great runs.
1st and 10, Noblesville at the 25 of Hamilton Heights, and that's going to be Hurst again.
Craig, I would imagine that, I'm not saying that we're going to set on the football, but as long as we can run the football, we're going to continue to do that.
Hurst does get 5 on that carry. Check that was a 24-yard pickup on that previous play. 2nd down and 5 at the 20 of Hamilton Heights. Just a minute into the second half. Glad you've joined us tonight. All of you that have joined us on Facebook, YouTube, and going to the end zone, and that ball is incomplete. Intended for.
Here's a replay on it.
Yep, Ben Gruber, the intended receiver, and looks like he lost it as soon as number 3, Michael Cross, had a hand in his face. It kind of blocked his vision.
Gonzalez in the backfield now for Chandler Hurst.
He's had a good night. 4 carries, 62 yards out of Tyler Gonzalez. He's in the pistol with Barnes. In motion comes Thurman. Hand it off. Gonzalez finds room, goes left, breaks it down to about the 11-yard line. That'll be extracurricular there.
Penalty flag there.
So they'll mark him down at the 11. Check that 12. So it'll be a gain of 8.
That was a late flag there.
Nice shot, Jim.
Is it a face mask?
Personal foul on the defense. And that's going to – the run itself by Hurst down to the 12 got the first down.
About on the 6, right?
Hamilton Heights, 6-yard line.
Yep, that'll be half the distance down to the 6.
So we got Chandler and Gonzalez in the game right now.
Pick your poison, if you will.
Gonzalez may be a little bit more powerful runner here. Uh-oh. Look at this. Old style school
Little
right
full
here.
house.
Old school football.
Barnes back to pass. He goes the end zone. Nolan Ginther, touchdown. Beautiful of the 6'2 basketball
Here
center.
it is again. Take a look here.
Little jump ball
Look at that
action.
little jump ball. Basketball at its best.
And that was right over Jason Beck, number 9. And a 6-yard touchdown catch by number 36, Nolan Ginther.
Maybe we'll see Ginther this year on the basketball floor doing things like that.
Yeah, he seemed to be more of a defensive player for Coach Brian McCauley last winter, and now that may kind of motivate McCauley to say, hey, maybe we can dip it down low like that.
I mean, he's shown that he's got very good feet. I mean,
Yeah.
That was a tough play right there. Ryan Barnes, man, what can you say about the kid? He puts it up there, right there in the right spot that no one else can get to it. I mean, they're not going to catch it. And we got to
such poise out of the kid. I mean,
ice water.
Oh. And he's just a junior, 6'2", 200 pounds.
It'll be interesting to see what he does on a basketball floor.
Yep.
During basketball season, he just got here. So and played on the JV last year.
Yeah, he moved in halfway through the school year.
Yeah.
And played for the junior varsity and as a sophomore. Jack
Another
Knight
deep
boots
kick.
this one, and that one will land on the S of Miller's in the south end zone for a touchback.
Knight's got a good leg. I'm telling you, he can put that in the end zone.
Yeah.
Early on, I think we chose to let him run a little bit and kick it a little bit shorter, but last 2 times, I guess, or 3, he's put it in the end zone. 28-0, 10-19 left here.
Noblesville wasted no time at all getting into the end zone in early on in the third quarter. And it looks like Josh Feltz with Cowan in the backfield. Riley White's the near, Jesse Brown, and I believe Cayman Lutz to the far. Cowan
with
gets
the
the
ball.
handoff, and looks like he's mauled by a whole host of Millers.
Weesey got the tackle for the Millers. It's good to see Tuaday back in there, Craig.
He's a tough kid.
Pick up a 5.
Cayman Lutz here to the near. Twins to the far. Pass going up the sideline now again, and almost picked off
intercepted.
again. Look like 84 Wyatt Blades. Well, Brett's younger brother, get it? Another sophomore out there making an impact. So many sophomores, and even the sophomores of last year's sophomores making an impact.
And the one good thing about it is we got a good crop of sophomores, and that freshman class has got some size too and some talent.
3rd and 5 at their own 25. They need the 30. We're 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. And that's going to be a false start as the flag flies from the referee in the backfield. Josh Garcia jogging back on. The big nose tackle for Noblesville, number 96.
He fills a big spot in that middle there.
They've got him listed at
monster size.
5'11", 264. I just keep thinking, you got it. Who all do we have with us tonight? We got Ben here on the scoreboard.
You got it.
Katie, Lucas, and Will upstairs. We thank you for your great work, Ben. Right here on the scoreboard. And
of course, the great Jim Wolford.
Jim Wofford,
as
the
our
executive producer tonight.
Are you executive producer or just producer?
2-0 on the rush. Lutz, pass incomplete, intended for him. Going to bring up 4th and 10.
I would say they'll punt.
So it was 2nd and 5 at the 25. There was a penalty bringing it back to a 3rd and 10. And now it's going to be punt team out there for Hamilton Heights. I believe that is number 21, Cameron Knott, back there, if I'm not mistaken. Unless they've switched punters.
It should be Knott. Knott's their punter, right?
Almost blocked. And that ball bounces just shy of the 50, and
it'll be down there by number 8 for the Huskies. Derton Thomas. He's a junior, 6'4", 175 pounds. He also plays quarterback. So here comes the Millers out.
They'll have good field position at their own 48. So they've had a few different drives now start at or around or near midfield.
Right, that spot right there, isn't it?
A couple at the 46 and now one at the 48. As they'll be in business trying to tack on another score. We're 3 minutes into the second half. Barnes gets the snap, looks, throws, and completed. Nice pass. And that is to number 17, Ben Herron.
All right, one of our interns, Ben Herron, on the catch. That's right.
Yeah.
Way to go, Ben.
Yeah, I believe Ben started out the season a little hobbled, and now he's able to get back out there. 6 yards on the pickup there by the senior receiver, Ben Herron.
Younger brother of Joey Herron.
Oh, yeah. Long line of Herons.
This is the last one.
Yep. And off to Hurst.
Mama Herron came by the night at the tailgate and said this was her last one's homecoming.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing all these kids come through and seeing some of these Hamilton Heights kids. We've seen their brothers play, like, Sterling Weatherford. We've seen Grant Weatherford. And
a bunch of backs.
Yeah, bunch of backs, probably some whites. 2nd down and 3. Barnes, play action fake, looking, has time back there and tosses that one. Looks like that is completed. Bradley Westhoff. And that is, check that, Westfall, number 40. Picked up 12 yards there.
A senior, Bradley Westfall, a senior, 203. That's the one thing that Coach Jason Simmons and this coaching staff have really done a good job. Next guy up,
Yep, next guy up, spread the wealth. 1st and 10 at the 33 of Heights. Hurst shakes and bakes, gets himself down for a nice 7-yard pickup. Maybe a long 6.
Gonzo coming back in, Taylor Gonzalez. Chandler going to get a little breather here.
Second down and 5 at the Heights 28. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Barnes hands it off to Gonzalez and finds room. His wheels keep going, and he's looking, and he might be about a half yard shy of the first down. Third and a short one, looks like about a half yard. And so he'll be marked at about the 24 and a half, if you will. Looks like Heron and Thurman here to the near side. Barnes to Gonzalez, has room. He'll have the first down, and he gets down to about the 20-yard line for 4 yards and another first down. Yeah, and going into hosting Hamilton Southeastern next week, which will be our game of the week here on Hometown Television and Hamilton County TV. Taking aside, I mean, we've seen Zionsville kind of take a downward slope in recent weeks, but both Noblesville's and Hamilton Southeastern's offenses are playing up in the past few.
And next weekend, the broadcast booth will be you and Brad Silva, so it'll be a Hamilton Southeastern and a Noblesville Miller going head-to-head here. But it should be a great football game, both in the broadcast booth and on the field.
Gonzalez with the carry. It's like about a no gain. Oh, check that, Alex Foster. .440 and counting, third quarter. Noblesville 2nd and 10 after that no gain by Foster, as they're 20 yards from pay dirt once again. Looks like Hurst in the pistol with him. Twins near side. Handoff. Chandler Hurst finds a little seam up the middle. Down to about the 16 for 4.
Lou Burr on the tackle.
This may have been one of those games where Chandler Hurst needed to break out a little bit, get himself.
Him and Gonzalez both have had a great running game tonight.
Kind of a two-headed monster back there. And
what's it look like on the passing yards for Barnes tonight? He's had a pretty nice night here in the air too.
Have to calculate those up. Third down and 7. Barnes hands it off. Hurst again finds room up the middle, and he is down to about the 13. So it's going to be a 4th and 3.
Luke Herr on the tackle again for the Huskies.
It looks like 73 yards passing so far for Barnes. So
looks
fourth.
Like we're gonna.
Yep, Jack Knight going to line up for a 30-yard attempt. McGuire Plummer on the hold. Looks like a good play spot right in the middle. And Knight's field goal is up and good. Jack Knight makes this a 31-0 lead.
So 31-0 here with 2:55 left to go in the third quarter.
Who is the volleyball match? Who's the Garrett Catholic volleyball matchup this Tuesday night on Hometown Television, and Thursday we'll have soccer, I believe.
Soccer, yeah.
Check the calendar at HamiltonCountyTV.com, and you'll have all the details for you. Watch Twitter, as Jim will be tweeting out both those events. Jim or Perry, one of the two.
I'll tell you what, Monday nights now, check us out on the Coaches Show. We've been having a great time on the Coaches Show this season. I will have to say you and Brad are doing a great job along with Jack Russell. So it's been fun this year.
Yeah, I appreciate Jack sitting in for me this past Monday. Had girls soccer to announce with Carmel and Noblesville, and
that was quite an upset.
Quite an upset, as Miller girls are always good at soccer, but they upended number 2 Carmel 2-1 on Monday night.
All right, the Huskies coming to the line of scrimmage here.
At their own 20, 2:55 left third quarter. In motion, number 3, Michael Cross.
Nice run. Pick up about 12, 13 yards.
Yep, Cross carries it on the end around, if you will, by the receiver. 12-yard pickup by Michael Cross up to the 32. The 4th first down for Hamilton Heights tonight. Feltz has Cowan back there, and he'll hand the ball off to Clayton Cowan. Fighting for room. Nope, that's actually Jake Beal. Jake Beal getting half dozen carries.
2-a-day and Bullard on the tackle there for the Millers.
It's like an 7-yard pickup to the 39. (38-3). Avon over Fishers tonight. That's a final. Early game. Just 9-10 when that went final. So Coach Wimmerman coming back to the drawing board to find answers for their offense. Beal again on the carry.
Quite a battle going on in there. It looks like a host of Millers on tackling Peel there. Bullard helps him up, and
third and a short one as we see the sticks across the way. Like about a half yard.
Miller seemed to be running a lot of players in and out on defense.
At this rate, with a 31-0 cushion right now, with 93 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I think you're probably going to see quite a few
great opportunity
different players this fourth quarter, possibly.
And it looks like Feltz keeps it, and he is from behind taken down. Dalton Davis.
Dalton Davis there. Double D.
All that for 1 yard.
McGuire Plummer taking a little breather here. Got his helmet off. Walking on the sidelines here as we'll start to see some other kids.
Feltz back, throws, and off the hands. That was number 12, Riley White, the intended receiver. Feltz now 2 out of 8 for 17 yards, and I think Sterling Weatherford at 6'4" has only had 1 target. Scott Berghoff back in there. So 3rd down and 9 at their own 42. They need the Noblesville 48. Feltz back, pressure's on, and that ball incomplete.
Didn't have a chance there, man. Didn't have a chance there.
I think if he wouldn't have gotten hit, maybe someone would have been in the area. So 4th down and 9.
4th down punting situation coming up for the Huskies.
And they will punt this ball away with half a minute left, third quarter.
I see number 94, Alex is in there. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 164 pounds, playing on that left side for the Millers. Number 94.
Yeah, he had to get that punt off quick because there were two in there rushing him.
McGuire's going to take it.
He picks it up, not afraid. There were two chase men that were there, and they thought that he was just going to let that ball bounce, but McGuire Plummer wanted to return the ball, and he did.
Plummer doesn't fear much, you know that.
No. Noblesville take over at their own 28 after that short return by Mr. Plummer.
Let's see if the Millers send out any new players here.
20.7 left here in the third quarter. 31-0 is the score. Noblesville up on Hamilton Heights. Now you're making me want to go to Erica's for breakfast.
I'll be there tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Cicero or Westfield?
Cicero. I always go to Cicero.
So 1st and 10, Noblesville at their own 28. Barnes back. And ball tipped away.
Wow. That was close.
He had completed.
One thing about it is Brian Barnes don't throw many interceptions.
It is time for the Earth Festival in Atlanta. I forgot about
Jim
that.
gets up there and rocks with that music, man.
What was it last year? The Hunter Smith
Hunter
band was
Smith,
there. Yeah, they were
man.
the headliners. Last play of the third quarter. That was a 3-yard pickup by Chandler Hurst.
Tackle by Sterling Weatherford.
At the end of 3 quarters, it's Noblesville 31, Hamilton Heights 0.
Craig, let's thank our sponsors. Community Health Network, Smith's Jewelers, Church Hiddle and Antrim, Ivy Tech Community College, Mark Hairbrandt, Hamilton County Commissioner.
They've got one of those
Logan
Street
guns. Signs and banners, Noblesville Trophies, Indiana Restoration and Cleaning Service, and Erica's Place in 2 locations, Cicero and Westfield. Don't forget, election time's coming up here pretty soon, Craig. November 7th is election time, so it's just right around the corner here.
Yeah, and pretty soon we'll our TVs will be thick with political ads if they're not enough for you already.
Yeah, well, in fact, I think Monday is the first presidential debate.
I believe you're right. So 3rd down and 7 at the 31 for Noblesville. Gonzalez on the carry. And he might have gained a yard. I think Andrew Trissler is having too much fun down there with that T-shirt gun.
Yeah, that's his little toy now.
He may be shooting that thing out of the stadium. Oh, this is not good. And Chase Evans gets that away.
What a punt!
It's a good thing he's left.
Oh my gosh!
It's a good thing he's left-footed. And he got that punt away after he had to be chased after that snap. But that was returned by number 9, Jason Beck.
I was surprised he went for that, man. That punt, Jason Beck. But
I was surprised that Evans was able to escape to his left, which good thing he's left-footed.
Yeah.
And he got that kick off with 2 rushing him.
Yeah, great job by Evans there.
Evans, another one of those. He's a junior, actually. He was a sophomore in that class we talked about last year. So Hamilton Heights will take over at their own 38-yard line, trying to put some points on the scoreboard tonight. And the pistol, he's got Jake Beal back there. Fakes the handoff to Jesse Brown, and up the middle he goes. Oh,
intercepted!
Picked off. Great play on the ball, and that is number 84, Wyatt Blades, a 6-foot sophomore. And check out the replay here as great play. Nice pass, though.
Blades just went up.
It just was out of the reach of Weatherford.
Phelps has really had a difficult time at accuracy here tonight for a kid that's thrown over 900 yards this season. But the Millers have put good pressure on him.
Yeah, the third interception thrown by Josh Phelps. The first one was a pick six by Ben Groover.
I think we got a new quarterback for the Millers.
I believe that's going to be Grant Gremmel. Yep.
Young, talented sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
Up the middle, that is number 7. Luke Blevins.
Blevins, in JV ball, Blevins has been running the football pretty well.
9-yard pickup there by Blevins, and he just put his head down and ran. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Ryan Barnes' night is over. Grant Gremmel
Officials timeout on the field.
now in there for Noblesville, taking snaps as we are at the 10:54 mark of the fourth quarter.
Got a Husky down over there on the other side.
Already a final score tonight. Avon 38, Fishers 3. As
Final score, Avon 38.
Craig, let me read you some numbers here. I think we got some new players in the game.
Southeastern, the Royals are up 48-20.
48-20, Hamilton Southeastern's up on Zionsville.
38-41 Southeastern.
You ready, Craig?
Yeah.
We got number 67 in there for the Millers. Did you get it?
I believe he's a starter. It's Ben Collins. Unless that's sophomore, I think that's Ben Collins. He's a big boy.
How about 28?
28, that'll be Andrew Scheib, the fullback.
Number 3, I know, is.
Yeah, number 3, Nick Rusi. Drew Scheib in motion. Oh, yep,
jump,
contact.
got 5 there.
You can't tell. Well, you don't want to jump across the line, but you can't touch. That'll be a 5-yard mark off.
First and 5 coming up for the Miller.
Number 40, Brian Westfall, is in there. I'm sorry, Bradley Westfall.
It'll be 10-yard mark off down to the Heights. Oh, there goes number 7 for the Millers. That's Blevins. Beautiful run as he gets from the 49 all the way down to, watch Luke take off as he cuts back and goes right.
Noblesville first and 10.
Great play.
Nice block over there by Nick Rusty to help him get outside.
23 yards on the pickup.
You know, it's good to see Blevins in there doing a good job at running back with both these, with Chandler and Gonzalez, both seniors.
Yeah, 2 carries, 32 yards for Luke Blevins. Handoff. Blevins again finds a hole, goes up the right side, and he's trying to find up the side, more up the sideline. And he gets down to about the 8-yard line. That's another 18-yard pickup. So I think he may be the tailback of the future.
Lutz on the tackle.
First and goal coming up for Noblesville. Ball spotted at the Husky 8-yard line.
Number 16, Will Hampton's in there. He's a junior.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Gremmel hands it off. There's Blevins again, looking for the
close
to the
awful
end zone.
close there.
There's a 1st and goal at the 8.
Luke Blevins done some fine running here, taking the Millers down the field. Weatherford with the tackle for the Huskies.
Tell you what, you got to be excited for a kid like Luke Blevins as a sophomore. I mean, I haven't seen any junior varsity games this year, but
he's done a great job.
You said he's done a great job. And
he's run the ball well here. I mean, I would say we'll see Blevins again here. He's taking us all the way down the field.
Oh, yeah, I think you have to give it to him here. 2nd and goal to 1. Gremmel, high snap, hands it off Blevins. Easy does it. He just gets across the goal line and in. 1-yard touchdown run to cap off.
Here it is again. Ooh, high snap again. 2nd time.
5 carries, 58 yards on that drive for Luke Blevins.
That puts the Millers up 37-0. With Knight doing the PAT here. Up and good.
Jack Knight makes it 38-0.
With 8:23 left to go here in the game.
It's uncanny how John Harold does it. You and I both frequent his site.
Yeah. What do you have this score?
He said 45-7 Noblesville would be he does some sort of formula, and the person who told me that they figured out how he does it.
Really?
Donna Buckley.
Really?
She figured out it's the Sagarin ratings, how he predicts the scores on his site. Oh yeah. But the one game that threw me off when I was looking down the the capsules he had Penn predicted to beat. He had Penn predicted to beat South Bend St. Joe 77-0 tonight. I think that might be a little skewed. I mean, St. Joe's usually a pretty good team, and I don't know about 77-0, but
here we go.
And the kick by Knight bounces at the 5. Weatherford picks it up, and he'll leisurely comes out. Finds room, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Trying to find room and keep going. He hands it off. That's Riley White. He did hand it off behind him. That was legal.
Here we go. Let's look at this. Here goes.
Hands the ball off, and I think his peripheral, he saw Riley White.
Gosh,
hands it off to him at the 31 and gets down to the 26.
Picks up probably 3 or 4 more yards there. Probably going to see a lot of different Millers in here.
From Noblesville, 27-yard line.
So they'll have the ball at Noblesville's 27. If that's the case, and with 8 minutes left, John Harrell is a genius. Ooh, almost picked off there by number 23, Brett Bell.
Brett Bell's been nursing some injuries most of the season. He's a senior. Would have been great that he could have got that picked off there.
So with 8:01 left, 2nd down and 10 at the Noblesville 27. The Huskies taking their time getting to the line. They're going to, I believe, burn a timeout here. They've still got all 3 left.
Timeout on the field called by Hamilton Heights.
Got a final score up in Northern Indiana. Jimtown 37, Concord 36.
Jimtown's a good football team.
Yep, back when Bill Sharp was one of the best coaches in the state. Still a big crowd on hand here, despite the 38-0 score. Hamilton Heights looking to get on the scoreboard. Next week we'll be back here at Noblesville as Hamilton Heights comes to Noblesville from their southeastern perch of the county to face Noblesville. Noblesville looking like they're going to move on to 3-3. Southeastern will be 5-1. Hand off. Phelps keeps it himself up the sideline.
Josh Phelps on the quarterback keeper.
Had us fooled, at least me anyway.
Tackle credit to number 42. That's Will Schultz for the Millers.
Will Schultz on the tackle there for the Millers, knocking him out of bounds.
7 yards on the pickup by Josh Phelps.
I'm sure that Coach Midstreet would like to put some points on the scoreboard here.
Phelps fakes the handoff, and he's got a Miller in his face, and that's caught by Sterling Weatherford out in the left flat around the 28-yard line. He's just shy, actually, around the 18, rather, I'm sorry. Just shy of the first down, so all that's pick up 2 yards.
But Phelps did a good job getting the ball away. Come up limping a little bit there. I'm sure the Huskies are going to go for it.
4th and 1 at the Noblesville 18-yard line. 7:22 and counting. And it looks like
he got it.
Clayton Cowan. Jake Beal. Looks like he got down to the 14-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup, and to my count, just the 6th overall
Jenkins
first
on
down.
the tackle for the Millers. There's a sophomore, Craig.
Yep, that is
Number 4.
Kenya Jenkins, number 41. Tell you what, there are a lot of impact players that are young.
Yeah.
For both these squads, actually. 1st and 10 at the Noblesville 14. 6:40 left. Weatherford in motion. Looks like Beal got the handoff. He's down to the 7. 7-yard pickup on the play.
Got number 62, Brad Killen, in there. He's a 5'10", 227-pound senior.
Looks like we got a new center warming up down to our left. Number 58, Jaden Turner. He may be taking over next series once this Heights possession is over. Hand off. Looks like Beal. And Beal will waltz his way into the end zone from 7 yards out for the first Hamilton Heights touchdown. So Jake
Here's
Beal.
a replay on it. Beal, the outside.
Pretty much untouched.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Nice run by Beal to get the Huskies on the scoreboard here.
So it's 38-6, PAT pending.
Like I said, this is important for Coach Midstreet to close out this game here and not quit and get a score on the board, and that's exactly what he's did here.
And that kick is right through the uprights and good.
5 minutes 49 seconds remain in tonight's fourth quarter. Noblesville 38, Hamilton Heights 7.
38-7 with 5:49 left to go in the ball game here.
Yeah, I think this next series, Noblesville is going to show probably about the same underclassmen, getting these JV kids a little more PT out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to thank Noblesville Trophies for being our scoreboard sponsor tonight. As I say that, Jim takes it off the board. Want to thank Community Health, Ivy Tech. Church, Hiddle, and Anthem, Smith's Jewelers. They're located on the square in downtown Noblesville. Been there since 1946. Mark Hairbrand, Hamilton County Commissioner. Erica's Place, 2 locations, Cicero and Westfield. Logan Street Signs, Noblesville Trophies. It's great to have all these great sponsors for Hamilton County TV, Hometown Network.
Yeah, that 73-yard drive by the Huskies capped off by Jake Beal and his 7-yard touchdown run to get Hamilton Heights on the scoreboard. Kicking the ball off, looked like one of those toe bash old school kicks. That was number 88, Camden Dimmock. A little hit out of bounds maybe, or no? I don't know. So Noblesville will take back over on offense.
Camp on the kickoff return for the Millers.
Wow.
We got an overtime battle hit going on in Brownsburg, 21-21. Overtime, Westfield, Brownsburg.
So Noblesville takes over at their own 30-yard line with 5:41 left here in the ball game.
We'll see what Mr. Blevins can get done here. Mr. Grimmel at the quarterback spot, and
also
Mr. Blevins.
Brandon Wright, or check that 32, Brad McClure out there as the fullback.
All right.
Nick Ruzzi. And Grimmel going to keep it open. Lost his feet there, and he's going to lose a couple yards.
On the quarterback keeper for Millers. 2-yard loss on the play, second.
Maybe he got a little anxious there.
Number 47, Jack Eakey, just came in. He's a 6'2", 190-pound junior.
So it'll be first down and 12 after that stumble there by Grant Grimmel. Luke Blevins in the backfield with him. Oh, wow. Yep. Little antsy Jake Yakey, number 47, that
just came in the ball game.
Tied in on the left side. That's what happens. You get these younger kids, first time playing under the varsity lights, and they get a little anxious.
Want to do good, want to get that jump, and Grimmel takes a snap, gives to Blevins.
Tell you what, Blevins got some wheels there.
Blevins on the carry for Noblesville.
On the tackle for the Huskies, Nick Burke on the tackle.
4:10 and counting. Brings up a 3rd and 13 after that.
Number 36, Drew Flanders, is in there for the Huskies at a linebacker.
Handoff. Blevins again. He gets up near the 27, back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be no gain.
Once again, the ball carrier tackled by also number 7, Isaac Peterson for the Huskies.
Isaac Peterson on the tackle. He's a junior defensive lineman. 6'1", 185 pounds. Evans back to punt. Weatherford back to receive the punt. Weatherford, a very dangerous return man.
Yeah, he showed how he kind of just leisurely took that. Harris Camp
he's not going to take this one.
Down this one as soon as it stops with this Chase Evans roll down to the 20.
Nice punt by Evans.
Stop.
Harris Camp downs the football bit for the Millers.
You know, the one thing about it, Craig, with Evans and Knight, it has given us a great kicking game this year. You know, we've learned from one of the very few things we've learned, but we've learned from the Colts is Pat McAfee can do a lot of great things with his punts of keeping Westfield scored a touchdown in overtime, so it's Brownsburg's turn. I'm sorry. Penalty flags everywhere. Everybody gets their flag out.
New quarterback in for Hamilton Heights, number 8, Drayton Thomas.
Drayton Thomas, the new QB. Like
He's
you
a
said.
junior,
Yep.
6'4", 175 pounds. Drayton Thomas.
Tell you what, if some of these tall, lanky kids play basketball, you may be seeing a good Hamilton Heights basketball team
Heights
this
are
winter.
supposed to be a pretty course.
Yeah.
They got Weatherford coming back, and hell, I can't see.
Hands it off. That is number, looks like, is it 83?
Noah
Defoe.
His first carry of the evening. Brett Bell with the defensive stop for the Millers.
Brett Bell got the tackle for the Millers.
Second and long coming up for the Huskies.
Huskies second and long. About 13, I guess.
Yeah, I think he gained about 2 yards on that effort. Three receivers to the near side, one to the far.
Whoa.
Almost didn't handle it. Pitched it last second. Wow, that could have been turned ugly.
Yes.
Uglier.
Noah Defoe once again.
Noah Defoe right there for Drayton Thomas to pitch to.
Jenkins on the tackle for the Millers. .141 here, 38-7. So he's not going to be too far off, Craig. Pass, come back to pass. Thomas
over the middle, almost picked off.
Intercepted.
Drayton Thomas pass, almost intercepted.
Oh.
Marcus Everett on the big defensive play for the Millers.
Looks like a real nail biter in overtime as Westfield scored first. Now Brownsburg going to get the opportunity, and they're going to
go for two.
They're going for two, it sounds like.
So they're rolling the dice there, Craig, over in Brownsburg.
John Hart, what do you know? So Millers and Huskies trading punts here, and that one almost blocked. Looks like Scott Berghoff. Nope. Yeah, Scott Berghoff in there. That one fair caught by McGuire Plummer. Noblesville takes over at midfield.
17 seconds remaining. Hey! Word from the concession stand while they last, all hot dogs and hamburgers only $1. Get them while they're high.
1:17 left. 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Noblesville will have the ball at midfield. Oh, check that. Looks like a penalty. Moved Noblesville back to their own 35, but they're going to take a couple knees, 2 or 3 knees here.
Well, quite a battle at Brownsburg, and once again, Shamrocks come up short at the end and by 29-28.
That'd be an interesting combo with Coach Gilbert.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Oh, my gosh.
Well, penalties will kill you. And they'll, oh, wow. So Westfield loses in overtime at Brownsburg, 29-28. And like we said earlier, one of the earlier finals of probably the whole state, Avon 38, Fishers 3. And that's going to be our final score as the clock winds down as the final, Noblesville 38, Hamilton Heights 7.
2-1 in Hoosier Crossroads Conference play with their big matchup next week coming up with the Southeastern Royals. Final score.
So, Craig, next week the Millers will host Hamilton Southeastern here at Hare Field. So this ought to be an interesting battle here. Next week you and Brad Silva will have the call on Hamilton County TV. Don't forget, Monday night now we'll have the coaches show. Probably not looking forward to going over to Westfield and interviewing Coach Gilbert, but a great coach, great man. He'll bounce back and do what's needed to prepare for their next opponent. So want to thank our sponsors here at Hometown Football, Community Health Network, Smith's Jewelers on the square in downtown Noblesville, Church Hill and Anthem, Ivy Tech Community College, Mark Hairbrandt, Hamilton County Commissioner, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Indiana Restoration and Cleaning Service, and also Erica's, both Westfield and Fishers locations. I want to thank all our sponsors here tonight. Appreciate it, and it's been a great night. Final score 38-7. The Millers come out on top against the Huskies. Craig, you got any wrap up or anything you want to say? Don't forget next week too. Tuesday night volleyball at Noblesville against Guerin, and then Wednesday night is soccer. Southeastern coming to town.
Yep, going to be a busy week next week, obviously. Check our Facebook page out at facebook.com/Hamilton County TV. And we'd like to thank all of you that watched us on Facebook tonight, and also our YouTube channel at hctvyoutube.com. Or if you just went to hctv1.com, we appreciate wherever and however you watched this game this evening. The 68th annual homecoming at Noblesville, where the final score was Noblesville 38, Hamilton Heights 7. For Jim, our producer, for Katie, Lucas, and Will upstairs, Ben on the scoreboard, and Perry Williams, I'm Craig Atkins, saying so long, everyone. We'll see you Monday night for the Hamilton County Football Coaches Show at 7 o'clock right here on Hometown Television.